The opinions expressed in the video you are about to see are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain.
Today I'm on the 2101 Striper Walkaround by Seaswirl. The team at Striper tell me that they made this boat to keep the family and fishing package together while adding the capabilities of an on-the-water SUV. We're going to take it for a complete walkthrough and see how they've done. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. Our test boat's powered by Yamaha 200 4-stroke. Base engine is a 150. You can get up to a 250 horse. You can get power from any of the major 5 manufacturers. There's a large motor well which keeps water from backfeeding into the cockpit when you're backing down on a fish. You've got swim platforms to either side, and on the port side a 3-step boarding ladder with a stainless steel grab rail. Notice the high transom well comes up 22 inches. In the center of the transom, 30-gallon live well. Hatch is held on by a gas assist strut and 2 stainless steel hinges. Gasketed all the way around, aerated, lighted, macerated. The drain is right at the bottom. Notice there's a cutting surface on top of the live well. We measured roughly 21 square feet of cockpit space. The padded bolsters start at roughly 21 inches and top out at 26, which puts it right about at my mid-thigh, and the bolsters wrap all the way around the cockpit, including against the 30-gallon live well. To either side of the forward cockpit, dual 92-quart self-draining insulated fish boxes. The jump seats are optional on the 2101 and are easily removable. Behind the jump seat is a hatch that leads you to your battery switch, and easy access to your fuel filter and water separator. On the port side, this hatch gets you to your second battery and your pump for the macerator live well. Now before we leave the cockpit, notice the one-piece fiberglass cockpit liner and a hatch over the 105-gallon fuel tank with an access port for the fuel fittings. Now let's transition into the helm area and take a look, starting with the passenger side. The seat rotates and slides forward. The passenger gets a flip-down footrest, Plano tackle drawer storage. Your panel includes digital gauges for your tack and speedometer, rocker switches, a recessed area for mounting electronics, and I like the down east mounting style for the stainless steel steering wheel. Engine control mounted on the starboard bulkhead. A little bit of an armrest, but an armrest nonetheless. Anybody who's seen my videos knows what a big fan I am of glass in the cockpit. Let's take a look down below. The cabin gives you, from the seat, 33 inches of headroom. There's a Bomar overhead hatch with a screen and a blackout shade. Courtesy light. Natural light is also allowed in from port lights on either side of the cabin. Storage going all the way around both sides of the V-berth. A porta potty comes standard, a pump out is an option. The aft bulkhead has netted storage on one side and a mirror on the other. And there are also filler cushions to turn the entire area into a berth. You have to love these overhead supports that double as nice grab handles for getting up to the side decks. Once on the side deck, you can transition to the overhead grab handles. You've got 13 inches of space between the cabin side and the rail. The rails come up 18 inches, which is right about at my knee, and notice there's also a tow rail. All the way forward you've got a small jump seat, a pulpit with an anchor roller, access to your anchor line storage. As an added safety feature, instead of having water from the bow going into the cockpit, Striper has installed these deep water channels that will deflect water overboard. It looks like Striper stuck to their roots and went with the high freeboard, roughly 33 inches to the top of the cap rail. Notice the dual lifting strakes leading to a reverse chine and the narrow entry at the bow. At the stern, a 2-inch composite transom, 20-degree dead rise, swim platform on either side of the outboard, and again you can notice the high transom. Well, that's our detailed walkthrough of the 2101 Striper Walkaround by Seaswirl. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.